Hello SLAPAFISH community, welcome back to another World Tanks console video. So in this video, I'm going to be driving the Progoetto 65, a tier 10 Italian tank. Auto-reloading medium tank. And I'm going to be pulling up with Dookie Brown, and he's also in his Progoetto 65. And we're going to be driving on Westfield, and we're also going to be going left. So, first of all, I'm going to go over some gun stats about this tank. First of all, the tank carries 60 rounds, it carries 60 rounds, which do 360 damage per shot, which gives it a potential damage of 21,600. Also, since it's the auto reloader and its auto reloader clip, it gets 4 shots. If you have all 4 shots loaded and you fire them all, your entire clip will do 1440. Will do 1,440. Now, DPM is really hard to stress on this tank. Well, it's really hard to put DPM into factor of this tank because each shell loads different than the other one. So your first shell that you load into the clip is 19 seconds to load in. Second one is 17 seconds. Third is 15 seconds. And fourth is 13 seconds. Also, this tank can get a gun rammer, so you can get those down. Penetration is 268 on its standard, 330 on its premium, and I really didn't know this about the Progoetto 65. It has really good high explosive penetration, which have 105 millimeters of penetration, which do 440 damage per shot. Now, your accuracy is 0.33 and aim time is 2.1. Transverse speed of your tracks is 54 degrees a second, and your turret transverse speed is 36 degrees a second. Your turret armor, which kind of sucks because it's flat at the front, is 120 at the front, 40 at the sides, and 30 at the back. You also have 400 meters view range and 750 signal range. Now, the armor of this tank is actually pretty trolly. You get a 50 at the front, 40 at the sides, and 15 at the back. And your frontal armor can actually surprise you because it can pull off some ricochets in this tank, which is pretty cool. Now, your inner clip reload is 2.5 seconds. You have a gun depression of 9 degrees and gun elevation of 20 degrees. You also have 1,900 hit points. Now let's talk about the engine, because the engine on this tank is pretty good. It goes 65 forward and 23 reverse. You have 18.75 horsepower per ton, which is pretty nice. It's okay. Stationary. Now it's concealment time. So stationary concealment is 27% and moving concealment is 20%. Now my tank is loaded out with a gun rammer, vertical stabilizers, and coated optics. My crew is pretty good in this tank. It has 10 perks. It has green thumb, camouflage, firefighting, off-road driving, repairs, deadeye, mentor, brothers in arms, sixth sense, and it's training swimming lessons. You thought swimming lessons would not be on this tank, did you? Okay, so yeah, Progoetto 65 is actually a really nice tank. People don't give it enough credit. If you actually okay, now let me say something. The tier 8, tier 9, and tier 10 are all auto reloaders. And the 9 and 10 are really good, but I don't really like the tier 8, but I like the premium 8 better. I just like premium tier 8 better. I don't know why, but it has an auto reloader. I think the gun's worse on the tier 8 premium. But for some reason, I just like the premium one better. Either way, these tanks are really nice. If you know how to use them, they can be very, very deadly. Now, basically how you use your auto reloading mechanic is basically you let all your shots load into the gun what I did with the standard B and the Progoetto 65, not Progoetto 65, the 46, Progoetto 46, and the what is that tier 8 one called? I don't remember what the tier 8 one's called. Pantera. That's it. Basically, all four of those have 3 shots in the clip. Basically, you let those load up. Then, as soon as you let them all load up, then you fire your first shell. Then you let that load up. Then your first shell. Then, when somebody gets down to clippable range, you just unload your clip. Now, when you have the Progoetto 65, since you have 4 shells, what I like to do in the Progoetto 65 is let all the shells load up and fire the first and the second shell off if I have the time to do it. Then I'll let those 2 shells load up. Then I'll do it again and again and again to have the DPM up pretty high for this tank. But if I see somebody like 1400 hit points and I have all 4 of my shells, I will unload all my shots into them. That's basically what you do. You use it like a single shot. You have all your shells in reserve, and you use it like a single shot. Then you see somebody that you can clip out with your potential damage of your clip size. You do it. You take them out of the game. Also, the Italian auto reloaders are really good at picking up kills because they have so much, especially the Progoetto 65, since it has 4 shots in the clip. And you can just pop 2 real fast and load 2 more. Then if you wanted to, then you have the 2 remaining in the tank. Okay, talking about auto reloaders is kind of hard because you can play the tank many different ways. And I just told you how I play it. Everybody plays the Italian auto reloaders differently. And I told you I load up all the shells, fire the first 2, then let those 2 load again. Then if somebody's clippable, I will finish them off with the clip. Everybody plays the Progoetto 65 different. You just gotta find your way how you want to play it. Either way, this tank is really good. People don't give enough credit. They just look at the long reload. They just take the DPM what this tank has and just be like, oh, that's a bad tank, bad DPM, ugh, long reload. It's not about the reload, it's how you manage your clip. But anyway, we won that game, did 5,610 damage, and we got top of the leaderboards, and we made 56,000 silver, even using a premium consumable. And that's it for me. If you like this video, remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Also remember to SLAPAFISH, because why would you not? And peace out. See ya.